Good afternoon, fellow meanderers. Here we are again. We're with little Mossy. I think I've turned down the screen brightness. God knows. Anyways, doesn't matter. Hopefully this all comes out alright. I can see just about enough. Oh, straight in with a boo. Okay. Straight in with a boo-boos, eh? Good though. Get those out of the way. Early doors. Wait there, mates. Right, sorry about the camera work already. Very good, is it? Tell you what, pop back in the pocket. There, guys. Not a great start. Right. Right there, Mossy. Right, let's get your boo-boos. Oh, they're feeling much better now since I've changed your diet. That's a fact. Right. Those of you that are stuck in my pocket right now, must apologise. 3, 2, and 1. There he is. My pace, Moss. No jumping up. I want you to shift past. Shift on, Moss. Shift. Good boy. I feel like I got my bearings mucked up. I've got my bearings mucked up, Moss. Apparently not. Okay, cool. Well, currently we are in Tattenhoe Park on the northwesterly side of the city of Milton Keynes, which is still in Buckinghamshire. I'm in an hour and about doing moss on the road, but I still think this is just about local enough. It's within the 45-minute range to an hour range of travel. So this afternoon we are meeting my nephews back at home. Left mum to pick them up. So we're going to basically use this hour window whilst we're waiting to walk from the school all the way back home. So yeah, we'll keep pressing on in this direction. And it's around about 45 minutes back, something along those lines. So if we keep heading out all the way out of Tattenhoe Park, which is, leave it, Moss, little poo of some description. But yeah, nice vast park for your doggies. I still haven't found a poo bin, but there will be one kicking about, no doubt. But this is a new walk for both Moss and I, although I am going to pick up a part of a walk that I have done in the past. So yeah, we'll see what it's all about, shall we? Plan of action is to head down, I think it's Shenley Way, which is a bridle path that basically does the entire perimeter of the city. But again, we're not doing the whole perimeter. That'll take us, I reckon, well over a day, if I'm honest. So yeah, we're going to scoot via a small little village or hamlet called Wadden. There's a nice pub, so we'll see what that's all about. Yeah, I can't work out whether the screen brightness is down or the colours are down on the camera. So apologies if this comes out poor. It's going to be brighter than what my pocket was just then. I know that for a fact. So yeah, no big deal. So just about to head out of Tattenhoe Park now. We're going to pick up the bridle way very shortly. Going to have to do a little bit of navigatory management as we go. So not 100% sure where we're headed in terms of the exact route, but I've got an idea, and this is very much an impromptu walk in terms of the planning. Literally pulled up, that looks like a nice route, let's go. So anyways, Moss, wait, good boy, wait. So what we'll do, 3 o'clock now, little wee-wees. So we're just here and we're going to make our way out to the left onto Shenley Road, should I say. And we can actually keep going through the park and then hang a left. So we're going to cross the road, continue out of Tattenhoe Park into another park that I do not know the name of. Moss, Blythe, good boy. Yes, let's go. Good boy. Very nice road work there. Right, let's deposit this little number. Beautiful. Let's crack on, shall we? What an interesting slide. Just bars. Huh. Strange. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a great week so far. It's Monday, the 20th of October. So as you notice with the uploads, we're probably a day or so behind, but we're looking to catch up. So the daily dose does drop on the daily. And then sort of the New Hampshire, why do I keep saying New Hampshire? New Forest Hampshire trip. We'll keep those sort of rolling as they would have happened during the days, but obviously around about a week in post. Let's have another little doggy interaction by the looks of things. See what this is all about. Have a good old sniff, buddy. And to be fair, if it ends up looking like it's going to take a little bit longer, I won't do the Wadden detour. I will just continue along the bridle way and hope that we don't get caught in the rain in the meantime. It's a lovely looking dog coming up. Oh, this is the Kingsmead Soft Play area, or Kingsmead South Play area that we're in. There you go, Moss. Shift on, mate. Shift on. Good boy. Yes. Good shift. Yeah, he's got a lot of beans today. Had a good little play fight earlier, Moss and I. That actually transpired that it wasn't play for him. He wanted to get a little bit frisky. Not having that. So anyway, he's got to sort of divert his attention from being a top esser and yeah, just diverting that attention into the toys, leave that into toys and so on and so forth. So yeah. Oh, putty tat, he's spotted us. Well, I've spotted him. Moss has not clocked him. That's fine. Black cat there. And then we'll start making our way to Shenley Road onto the bridle path. Don't know how pretty it's going to be. So apologies in advance if it's not up to our usual rural standard, but we are in a city after all, albeit on the outskirts. I have got the option of planting the camera on my chest as well. I've got the new magnet today, which comes in the form of this Telesin mount, which is a full mount. Again, not sure how much I'll be using it, but it's nice to have the option. It will require a little bit of faff to get that installed. Typically I need a wee as well. Might be a short transition if I need to go al fresco. Because I'm not sure whether I'm holding this until the end, if I'm completely frank. No, I'm really not now I think about it. Trying to keep this walk a little bit slower because he's wanting to pull up and catch up with this dog ahead of us. Just have a little stop, get the pressure off. Very, very keen little boy. Right, and this should bring us on to Shenley. Somehow, some way. I think it's this way. Go on, Moss, up on the curbs. Better. Good manners. Is this the road I'm looking for? This is Suderley Place. Oh, here we are. Right. Right. Get on into oncoming traffic. Oh, I definitely need a rest break. Okay. Let's get in onto this path, mate, and then we'll relieve ourselves. Do a little transition. Oh yeah, really uncomfortable. Here we go, up onto the public bridleway. Here we go, here's the beginning of the trip. So I will catch you in 2 minutes. Right, good people, here we are again. That was a nice little 30-second interlude, feeling much more relaxed now. So yeah, we'll be able to start trotting along this footpath, Moss and I, or this bridleway. See what this has in store for us. Yeah, and this is classed as Shenley Road, I believe. And this should be the correct direction. Moss, you ready? Steady. You ready? Steady. Go. Come on. Good boy. That's a good boy, Moss. But yeah, I love how stocky he's getting now. The sort of muscular definition, very, very terrier now. Lots of muscular density in the neck, across the front of the shoulders. And then you see him taper back, and then you've got those big, big, strong sort of hamstring areas where he's good at pulling things out of holes. Yeah, he's quite a lovely specimen, if I don't say so myself. Really lovely example of the two breeds, the Jack and the Border Terrier. And yeah, he's smaller like a Border, slightly more Jack colourings and fur, but also has a bit of the heavier coat that you'd expect on the back of a Border as well. So he's quite waterproof in all fairness. Slightly snub nose. Be interesting to see how much more of the tan starts developing through into his face, because that tends to be one of the last things that grows out. But I'm hoping he keeps his little black face with his tan eyebrows and backs of his ears, which are becoming more and more prevalent by the day. And same with like the top of his head. He's got a few little bits of tan starting to make a flourish through the top. He looks really handsome, to be fair. Again, if I don't say so myself. But yeah, he's a goodies boy, isn't he? Aren't you? You're a goodies boy. So yeah, I'm probably not going to have him off lead because I don't know the route very well. Again, we've got a nice clear run. We've got a lot of distractions and roads off to the right-hand side, potentially, which he's about to prove my point, I think. Oh no, maybe not. Haven't even had to communicate down a lead there. But yeah, it's a nice little walk, albeit a bit wet and dingy today. But at least it's dry for the time being, in terms of I'm not getting my head wet. Other than the odd splop or drop off of one of these trees and all the foliage overhanging. This is a nice relaxing walk though. Would genuinely struggle to believe that we're in a city of this magnitude. This is one good thing about Milton Keynes, for all of its faults and its roundabouts and being an urban jungle, a concrete jungle. It does still have little tips of the hat to what was a very, very rural area only 70, 80 years ago. Milton Keynes is very much a new city, newest city in the UK, and recognised without a cathedral, might I add, which is highly unusual, but just on the basis of population alone, there's a good chunk of people here. I'm not even sure how many it is now off the top of my head, but I want to say somewhere towards 500,000 people. I think, maybe more. Have to look that stat up maybe, because, you know, this is me guessing at this point. Just going to make a slight adjustment on the camera, pop her down a tad to the floor. Here we go. There we go. Moss means I don't have to keep manipulating my hand into awkward positions in order to get this filmed. So whilst he's having a little sniff, take a little navigation check. So let's see what we're doing. So we're going up to the Briery plantation. Right, Moss, come on. Let's go, matey. Good boy. Good boy, Moss. Oh, a bit of sunshine. Ain't no sunshine where she's gone. Come on. Ain't no darkness goes away. And ain't no sunshine where she's gone. This house ain't no home anytime she goes away. What a tune that is, to be fair. Sorry about the singing, shouldn't give up my day job. But I do like a sing song. Soul cleansing, isn't it, Moss? Especially when that sun comes out shining, brings up that dopamine and those happiness levels to a new default. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good boy. That countdown and ready, steady, go works really nice for letting them crack on. Very pleased with that. It's only leaves. Mossy. It might be a squirrel, maybe. Go on, mate. Stop being silly boy. Hey, being a silly boy. Oh yeah, he's definitely got his prey drive kicking in on something. Ooh, you busy? Come on. Just let him hold on that at the moment. Careful, Moss. You ready? Steady. Go. No. Let him get his breath back a little bit. Moss, Blythe. Good boy. You ready? Steady. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Keep coming. Come, yay. Good boy. Yeah, prey drive is kicking. He's got his scent on something. There's a route out to that field apparently, but we're going to continue on this track for now. Yeah, this time last week, Moss, we were at the end of our first day of course, which was awesome. Really, really enjoyed that. He's come on leaps and bounds last week. He really has. You've been a good boy, haven't you? Clever boy, haven't you? Super Spieler. Come on. Come on. Oh, you can sniff some acorns. Come on. We've had enough acorns for a good while, I think, from that campsite, Mr. Moss, haven't we? Yes, we have. Just made a note that my camera battery is starting to get a little bit low. Shock. One thing I would say is that the camera battery's definitely become, what's the word? They diminish in terms of like the amount of minutes you get out of them as they're in use. Pretty standard affair, I guess. Something like that, an expectation. But still disappointing nonetheless. Go on. He's definitely got his nose on something. I'm just going to keep him on a shorter lead for the time being. Keep him guided. This way, Mossy. Good boy. Just keep trying to praise him along the walk. It's like every jut that he could go down, he's attempting. So Definitely no off-lead walkies today, mister. Maybe when we get out the fields on the way back to Uncle Stuart's and Auntie Catherine's, we might be able to pop you off for a little bit, okay? But yeah, what a lovely, lovely setting. Oops. Moss. It's just a pigeon. Just a pigeon. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good boy. He's looking up at me like I'm about to throw a ball. Sorry to disappoint Moss. Try and get him from pulling himself so heavily if I can. Moss, eyes. What's this? Come and get your breath, mister. Sit. Good boy. We're going to just sit here and let you grab your breath for a sec, all right, mate? Just let him calm himself and have a sniff. Bit of soothing exercise whilst we wait. Right, Moss, let's go. Nice. Try and keep it at my pace if you can, Mossy. He does semi-understand what my pace means, but I tend to find if I hold him in a little bit, he seems to stick to my pace a bit better rather than letting him go out ahead, attempting to drag me along. He isn't going to do much of a job being a small dog, but larger breed could potentially be a bit more problematic. So he wants to go up that little bit. Environmental stewardship margins, please keep off. Okay. But rolling fields out there, lovely stuff. Should have put my CPL filter on. I didn't realise we're going to have UV issues today, but at least we're heading away from the sun, so that's not too much of a big deal. Delightful. Might be able to stop at the pub for a pint if we're lucky. Depends on how we get on with this walk. That's been 11 minutes. I think the previous part was around about 5:10. So we might go a bit more direct. In all fairness, let me just take a little recce at the map, dude. Okay, we just come up to the Briary Plantation. Or I could go out to the right, out towards Westcroft. And I could go to the George from here, which is not a bad, oh, that's not a bad shout actually. Let me just see where the George is. The George. Milton Keynes. George Pub, Watling Street. Little Brick Hill? Nah, that's not the one. I'm having a mad moment. I'm not actually sure. Wait there, Moss. Or do I just keep on clipping along here until I stumble across Oxley Park? Tough shout. Sit. He ain't going to sit. You're waiting for the next command though, aren't you? Bear with me, little Mossy. Because I think that left-hand route is going to take us a little bit too far, I think. And you've done a lot of walking the last week or so. So let's just lift that little paw. Good boy. Let's go this way, mate. Go up. So we have got the option of hanging a left here up to Wadham, which was my initial plan. But going off of how long this has taken us, I actually think just doing a direct shot over to my my brother and sister-in-laws, I think that's going to be the way forward, isn't it, Mossy? Come on. Off those berries. Crack on, shift. But that stop has done him a world of good. He's now calm. And he's not tugging, which is great. You ready? Come on. He's such a nice little trotter, really. So yeah, this is where we'd hang a left to Wadden, which I just think's out of the question today. I think if I was heading to the pub, having a couple of pints, and then having a break, and then coming back, that'd be great. But that is not going to be the reality today. I don't think. Need to think about the boys' joints. And like I said on numerous occasions, need to be very mindful of your dog's joints. Oh, so that, yeah, so we end up going up into Sheepsville, so that would be where we're going. But look, I'll tell you what, let's just have a quick little look over here. But yeah, so this is part of the North Bucks Bridal Way and the Mid Shires Way. But yeah, Milton Keynes, guys. This is Milton Keynes. So trust me, there are some well-preserved rural parts on the outskirts. And it is actually really lovely. So yeah, we'll just keep cracking along this little bit. And yeah, and sorry, going back to what I was saying. So yeah, I'm quite mindful of how far I walk him. Like he's good for 40 minutes now, like if it's daily, like either side of the day. What I tend to do 3 sets of half an hour almost, give or take. I think the longest walk he's ever done was when we went up to Hurst Castle the other day, and that was about 50 minutes. And then I had to carry him back because I didn't anticipate how long it was going to take. And yeah, we did a lot of sniff work or scent work and all other sorts of lovely stuff along the way. So, you know, and also popped down into Keyhaven Marsh where the ground was a little bit less stable and difficult to traverse, I guess, underfoot. Mossy, come on, that's enough. You can hear him just choking himself on that flat collar. And again, another reason why a slip lead might be better for him, because it will discourage him, or like a half collar or something. Not really sure, but again, I'm going to keep working on the heel training where I can, and just making sure that when we're on these walks, like at the moment, I am taking the tiniest of baby steps because I don't want him rushing. And then hopefully he'll get used to my pace. Good boy. So yeah, it gets him engaged when I say my pace, which is good. Be careful, Mossy. You seen the sheeps? It's a sheep's. Yeah, a bunch of sheep the other side of this. But yeah, I can bet your bottom dollar if I had you off lead, you'd be running after him now, wouldn't you? Moss, eyes, yes. What's this? Don't want you choking yourself, mister. Moss. Moss, what's this? Into heel. Good boy. We're going to heel along. No. Moss. Good boy. Let's go short lead. Yeah, my pace, Moss. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. So he knows when he's here. That's where he wants to be. Let's change my camera hand because I am in all sorts of mischief. This is a good chance. Heel, Moss. Heel. Good boy. Oh no, just got absolutely splopped by a tree. But yeah, this was just basically stopping from running off. I don't mind that he's a couple of feet ahead. I don't want to be tugging him about and telling him what he can't and can't do, but just a bit of low-level restriction here is going to help him out because he hasn't got room to play and manoeuvre other than this short bit of lead that I've given him. So if I'm holding up the lead above his head, he shouldn't be pulling and tugging quite so much. And it's just light pressure, just to clarify. It's nothing that's going to affect the dog or put him in discomfort. Just make sure that his head is in the right direction. his head's up as well and he's looking. But yeah, I can hear him starting to pull a little bit, but I'm just gonna nick another inch off of him by wrapping it around my hand. Heel. Good boy, yes. Heel. Good boy, yes. That's a good boy, Moss. So he knows heel is where all the good stuff's at, but he doesn't get into heel all that often. Right, give him a little bit more lead back and see how he performs now. Oh, beautiful. Oh, everything in my being says take the lead off. But I'm going to resist the urge and temptation, I think. So I'm not sure exactly where we are. I'm sure it'll be sound. But we have got a sheep field off to the left. There's every chance you can get in with the livestock, which is the last thing I want. I do not need an angry farmer on my toes or my heels. And rightly so. Yeah, environmental stewardship margins, please keep off. So people are clearly jumping into these fields and walking their dogs or themselves. Yeah. Yeah, nice little bit of meadow, I guess you'd call this. Yeah, lots of dropped fence lines here, which is a sign that people were not listening to the warning signs or not reading them perhaps. Come on, boy. Good lad. See, now he's been in on short lead for a bit. He wants to be there, which is great. Ready? I like this. This is when I'm really enjoying the walks, when he's not just pulling us along willy-nilly. It makes it enjoyable for both him and I doing it this way. So he understands where he's at on the pace. And don't get me wrong, I can go faster if needs be. Moss, my pace. Let's kick the speed up. My pace. Good boy, yes. Now he's on the trot because I'm speed walking, and this is something you need to do on your walks. Rather than doing just one pace, mix it up. And that makes it exciting for the dog in terms of the stimulation side of things, and it keeps me fitter. So let's do a little bit of a power walk for a bit, and that's perfect. Look how high his head is. He knows that he's not having to pull. Always seems to have a bit of pride when we're trotting that little bit faster, which is great. Good boy. Tell you what, I really hope it doesn't rain. Oh, I really hope it doesn't rain. Yeah, so excited to see my nephews as well. I haven't seen them for a month. Here we are, just coming into an estate now. Lots of old cobbles. Oh, this must be like an old lane once upon a time, because there's stones and cobbles underfoot. Mossy, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good boy. But yeah, not a bad little route, this. The houses around here are really lovely as well, to boot. Albeit a little bit uniform. I love the brickwork that they've used down this side of town, or the city. This is, I want to say Oakmead. I think my Milton Keynes area knowledge is not great, but I'm pretty certain this is Oakmead. Lots of larger properties, bit of money around here. Bloody Nora. Yeah, lots of money around here. Ready, steady, go. Good boy. That's a good boy, yes. And yeah, sorry whether me praising Moss. Sorry whether that gets a bit repetitive. But consistency and repetition is absolutely key when you're training your dog. Avoids confusion, applies routine, which is great. Go on, bud. He's a good boy. Every time he goes forward and does exactly what I want, I've got to praise him. Not every time, but most of the time. Because he needs to know when he's doing the right thing. Because right and wrong doesn't exist to a dog, they just know what works. And what works is following my commands without sounding too dictatorial about it. But this is where the fun's happening. Me. Go on, Moss. 3, 2, 1, go. Good boy. That countdown works a treat. Go on, Mossy. Let's go. Good boy. Shift on. Shift on. Good boy. Down to 19% battery. Get a little bit tight, but we'll be fine. Interesting front garden. And they've got this beautiful bench made out of logs. I absolutely adore that. Moss, ready, steady, go. No, not so much. Let him sniff and wait. Seen that lady come out of her house, that's what it is. You ready? Steady, go. No, go. Come on, boy. Good boy. Yeah, definitely a good choice not doing that detour. Go on, little buddy. Someone getting picked up for their driving test. Oh, they were the days. Oh, 21, 22 years ago. Oh, that wasn't an exciting time. Going out on your first driving lessons and then getting your driving licence after your test. I was absolutely buzzing that day. Ready? Let's go. Oh, I love it when he goes on just a ready. Moss. Moss, come on. Let him do his thing. 3, 2, 1. Good boy. Make a game out of it. Why not? Right. Take a brief break. Wait, Moss. Wait. Good boy. Right. See where we're up to. Oh, nearly there. Oh, sweet. Oh, no, we're actually in Oxley Park. I'm pretty sure I'm completely mucked up in terms of... Oh, right, okay. I've walked way past their house. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, I've come right round the houses here. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go and do an urban safari for the final bits of this walk, Moss. We'll come up here and we'll hang a bit of a right. But yeah, gone a bit too far. That road I should have gone up for the George, or at least I thought I should have gone up. That's all right though. Had a nice little bit of village work or field work to look at that. Did you get anything? Hope you didn't. But anyways, guys, this is the end of our walk. So we started off in Tattenhoe Park, onto the Shenley Road bridle way, in towards Oak, Mead, and then Oxley Park, which we're walking on now. And we're around about 10 minutes away from our destination. So I'm not going to bore you any longer with suburban environments, or suburban city environments, should I say, because, let's be honest, we can see them any day of the week. You just need to look out the window, depending on what part of the world you're from. But yeah, for me, it's all about getting out with nature, and the great outdoors. So I'm going to call an end to this video now, do the final leg of this journey off camera, other than that ring doorbell, and yeah, keep cracking on. Still yeah, running a bit low on batteries, but that's another good reason. So I've left it until the end again. Please hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, tap the bell, and that will give us a lot of a boost in the algorithm. So thank you ever so much for joining us on our journey yet again for the daily dose of Moss Meanders. Anyways, guys, stay positive, much love, keep on meandering. And that was a different order to usual, but hey, we'll take it. Much love from us both. I'll catch you soon.